Hey everybody, welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be flipping through my finished vintage Christmas junk journal. We have two of them. Oops. We have the red one, has the red inside, and then we have the green one that has the green inside. So we're going to be flipping through them both. This one is sold, and then the green one is still available. So y'all come in and say hi. We're currently live on Facebook. If you see the little red button at the top left. If not, your kitchen replay. Either here or on Facebook. Hey, Dawn. So let me get you guys pulled up so I can see comments. All right, so sound is okay. Let's go ahead and get the camera pulled up top so we can start. There we go. All right. So they are finished. I got them finally finished at like 10 a.m. this morning. So just finished. And this one is the one that's sold. This is Dawn's. And so we've got our charm dangle. Lots of little charms on it. I haven't counted the pages. I'll have to do that. Let's see. So little charms on here. A couple little bells. And then here's the little wreath that I sewed on that I said I was going to sew on. Mitten. So lots of cute little charms. It's a bell. Right, and then 3 signatures. Lace on the edges. I did end up going with the green. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but after looking at it some more, I thought it looked fine with it. Color matches better than I thought it did. And there was a writing board, which I didn't end up showing y'all, which I'll show you now. So we got a writing board that I did. So it has 2 vintage pictures on it. And that's the writing board. It can either go here or in the side pocket that's in the back. Either is fine. And like I said, I sewed lace on the edges that I could. Sometimes I can't put it on all the edges, but enough to make it look good. I like the mixture of colors. I think it worked out. So in the front pocket, we've got this little shaker card. Got some shakety bits in there, and just a little pocket that I made for it. So let's see, I'll start with this one. So I guess I could go ahead and count the pages so I know how many are in them. They're probably similar on pages. I mean, if they're off a little, it'll be like 1 or 2 pages. I'll go ahead and write them down so I know. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We'll count that as a 4. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 4, 6, 8, 82, 98, so almost 100 pages. 98 pages in this one. I don't know if the other one's the same, but it's probably almost the same. So quite a few pages. Like I said, 3 signatures, pocket on the front, pocket on the back, pocket on the side. They are 165 plus tax. This one, like I said, is sold. Pencil. Where is my pencil? Taxes only if you're in Georgia, because that's where my nexus is. I'll just put GA. And then shipping is usually, if you're in the US, it's usually around $12, but somewhere around there. So plus shipping. And I don't usually ship out of the US anyway. So. Okay, so here we go. So, signature 1. And I kept this very writer journaling friendly. I know Dawn likes to journal, so I kept it, with enough journaling space and blank pages that you can add your own ephemera, you can add your own pictures, journal on it, whatever. So there's a decent amount of blank pages. Some are decorated, some are not. It's got a little pocket here. So this opens up. And it's got some little tags in this pocket. I'm going to have to get the tweezers. I can't do anything. So little tags in those pockets and these pockets. They're both. And then there's a gift list. And these just fit in here, so it's kind of tricky. Might cut them down. They fit, but they're snug. A little to-do list on this adorable Tim Holtz backdrop, and some of the Tim Holtz Emporium ephemera. Very cute. And it just ties, and then blank pages. These are the Tim Holtz stickers on them. Journaling, this is like a ledger page, coffee dyed, some embossed vellum, more of the Emporium papers, nice and thick. This is an envelope that was collaged, and then a little postcard in here. Hey Angela. So this is a little pocket made from a recycled envelope, and just has a little pocket. I just threw this in there. It's one of the Emporium things. I figured this can be a bookmark or something. It's got the window here, so if you do put something in, keep in mind if it's over, it's going to show through the window. So I just kept something small in there so that you could still see the little girl in the window there in the tree. And then it just goes over these bricks. And it just fits in there like that. Let's see if I can try to zoom a little bit. And this is this first signature center. And a couple of vintage pictures. These are from Library of Congress. Different snowy pictures. And then this is a doily with some vellum behind it. Painted gold. And a little deer. This is from the Woodland Whites collection that I have by My Porch Prints, I believe. They're white. Black and white, but I just put it on cream paper so it looks more vintagey on this one anyway. And a little graphics fairy angel. This is the, I'm trying to remember if it's Simple Stories or if it's the original paper, the Christmas Junque paper, photoplay paper. Let's see if I can tell. It might be the Christmas Junque photoplay paper. I'm not sure. I get the two confused. They look very similar, so. More Emporium stuff. A couple little tags. This is a die set, tag set, and then I cut these out from the photoplay, and then some of these are just from coffee dyed file folders, and they have like a stamp on them. And this little cute little Christmas snowflake Brad. And then this is a coffee filter with a doily. And so it's got several pockets. And more pages for journaling or pictures or whatever. This is a belly band made from a book page and some fabric that was woven through holes, so there were like hole cutouts here, and that fabric is woven through there. And then this little just Christmas music page goes in there. More tags. You can journal on them or whatever. And that's the end of the first signature. Second signature. This is a Christmas card that I received many years ago that was changed into a journaling card. And this is from the Simple Stories, I believe that's the name of it, paper that I cut out this image on it. And then this is, I think this is the Woodland Whites, but I'm not 100% sure. Try to remember. In all of the lives, I tell you exactly what they are, and if you look in the description on all the YouTube videos, I tell you exactly what they are and where they're from. I have links if I know the links, things like that. This is actually one of my paintings, and I just printed it on some, I did a digital and put lines and stuff, and this just tore out. I think that looks good there. Another little shaker card. This is from Panda Express. It was just one of the fortune cookie, I don't know, what do you call them, bags, I guess. It's like a tulle kind of fabric. Little shaker card. You could write on the back if you wanted. It's got shaker bits in there, just a little bit of sound to it. And another page from there. This one is the same paper as that other one I showed you a second ago, except the difference is the paper is printed on yellow paper instead of, you know, just white. So it looks different. Coffee dyed paper with some Christmas tree stencils on it. And that's a Tim Holtz background. This is from a little 6x6 booklet I had. I'm trying to think what it's called. I don't really remember. Something Vintage Christmas, but it's from Hobby Lobby. Just a little pocket for that. And then we get to the signature in the middle of the journal. And this is just a little planner page. The picture here, this calendar, all of these bits, and these are from the original paper that I used for this journal, which is the Christmas Junque photoplay paper. It's from that collection, and I put them onto some transparency sheets, and sewed them on so that you can write on and wipe off. If you use an alcohol marker, you can just wipe it off with alcohol, like an alcohol pad or something, like, you know, one of these works well. And if you write on it with like a vis-a-vis, then you can just wipe it off with something friction or just water. A vis-a-vis is like one of these kind of things, or like wipe off dry erase type markers. Either one will work, but I figured I'd make it to where it could be written on and erased so that you could change it up as you needed. So it's kind of a little planner thing. And then these little numbers I stuck in here so that if you wanted to add numbers to the pages and have like a countdown or December daily or something like that, you could do that if you wanted. And then just a little calendar there. Now this one isn't like wipe on, wipe off or anything once you write on it. Unless you use pencil or something, it's on there. And this is what I called a collage waterfall. Just flips up in different levels. And then this one flips up and then out. A lot of different papers and stuff. If you watch the live, I tell you where they all came from, but I'm not going to go into all that right now. So it's cute. And then this tree is a digital from Etsy, which, like I said, is also linked. It's by Luminor Art. And then just a little pocket there. Stickers are from Recollections, I believe, from Michael's. More of that paper. Some more tags. Christmas music. This is a Hobby Lobby individual sheet I had. Postcards. I did do the back of them. This graphics is from Graphics Fairy, and then I just stamped on it with some of my stamps to make them all Christmassy. And then this opens up so you can journal here, and then this back part is a pocket. So just kind of slide in there. Like so. Just a little kind of a hidden journaling space there. And then I've got some more of the Woodland Whites. And these are on white cardstock, so they're actually white this time since this page was more of a black and white. So I just did a few different ones of those. A little package, this little picture here, I believe it might be a Tim Holtz backdrop. I'm not sure. Can't remember where that one's from. And then this pocket has a couple little tags. I tried to double up the tags because I thought it was cute using the brad. Some are, some aren't. This one's not doubled up, but this one is. And then this is a napkin, and I just put it on a long sheet of paper, coffee dyed, so that you can just open it up and journal, add whatever, and it just folds in. And then these two little tags just kind of hold it in place, like so. And that's the end of the second signature. And beginning of the third signature, we have Angel from Graphics Fairy, beautiful crocheted lace. And then these were from the Photoplay set, and I just turned them into books with some of my paintings that I turned into like digital writing paper. Some coffee dyed paper, some ledger paper. So they're just little journaling books. That's another painting. And then this one's just coffee dyed and maybe a couple stickers in there. And then a couple more pictures. The backdrop one. Curl over there. Coffee dyed. So, like I said, lots of journaling space. this was an envelope and a picture on the front, some snowflake paper, and then these are cut out snowflakes from a hole punch that has a snowflake shape, and then a little card, another napkin. So this one goes up like so, and then we've got some little this little set is by, do I remember? Let's see if I remember. I don't think I remember. I'm trying to see if I have it sitting next to me here. Probably have to watch the video because I don't remember. It might be My Parchments, possibly, or maybe Graphics Fairy. You know what? I think it's Graphics Fairy. Anyway, they pull out, so you've got a little picture there with a hole, and it's got like gold around the edges. See the gold? And then this pulls out. Journal in the back. Some music there. But this was like a little kind of like a digital kit they did. I believe it was Graphics Fairy, now that I think about it. And this one has a Santa. They're real cute. It's in this vellum pocket. This is the hole punches I was talking about. So this is the basically the drop from that, and I put it onto a piece of metallic cardstock and some paper that I had designed with snowflakes. And this is a I believe it's Graphics Fairy picture, and then I just put it onto a long sheet to turn it into a card. And this is coffee dyed on one side, the other side's not. This is just inked, but just a little writing space. You could use it as a card if you wanted. And then we're at the center of the last signature. These are a couple of the Lumiere art pictures, visuals. And then, so this was a vintage like collage paper I had, and this is old. This is actually from a couple years back, and I came across it yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick that in there. It's one of the, I think it was Louisa Heinzel's Santa Claus pictures, and I added some crackle medium over it, and it's very grungy. It's pretty thick, but I thought it was cool for this journal, so I decided to stick it in there. So he's there, and this is a fabric flip. It's just a couple different fabrics, and then some writing space behind. And then a little pocket. This flips up and then down, and then each one has a pocket. You can journal on the backs if you want. And then a little drawer here, and then it flips up, and this just locks it in space into its little place. And this is a cotton swab. When I did that, I talk about where I got the idea from. I don't remember right this second. And then these are from the Junque one, the Christmas, is it Christmas Junque? Yeah, Christmas Junque by Photoplay Papers. And this one too. Other side of the ledger paper. And then another belly band. So this one has some Tim Holtz Ephemera, and this is also, I believe, Tim Holtz, and then just a cardstock. And this stencil is actually the Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz Holly stencil. And this is from the Holtz Emporium Ephemera. And this too, I believe. And that's a backdrop. And this is actually a painting I did years and years ago. I don't remember. Probably at least 15 years ago. It's a watercolor I did. And I did like 4 in a row, and then I just decided to cut them out and turn it into a bookmark. So it's a little Christmassy themed bookmark. I decided to stick it here. It was in the front, but it wasn't really staying in place well. So I just decided to stick it on one of the darker pages. Some more of the woodland whites. It's got a little deer down here with a couple of little tags. A couple of Holtz ephemera tags. A little song. And that is it. It's the last one. So it's a nice full journal. Lots of writing space. It's not gator mouthed. You could still add some more to it. It's not so full that you couldn't add anything to it. I think it's cute. So that is it, Dawn. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll flip through the other one real quick. It's going to be very similar, so if you don't want to stay around, I understand. But I will go ahead and flip through it so that anyone who might be interested in purchasing it can see it. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So here's the green one. Same thing, got a little Christmas tassel, and this one has the green on the outside. I tried to keep with the theme of green and red. And same kind of thing, little charms in here. They're all kind of hidden away, but you know, cute little charms. Let me show you a couple of them. Look at this little deer. I like the little deer. He's cute. I got these charms off Amazon. I do have the link to the purchase in my Amazon favorites if you want to take a peek. I'm not affiliated or anything. I just give it to y'all for, you know, knowledge. So same thing, 3 signatures, lace on the edges. Has a slightly different shaker card. And then on the back, this tassel is removable if it gets in your way. And the same writing board, same kind of pocket. If you want to put it in there, I'll probably go ahead and stick it in there. Okay, so first signature. I'm not going to count the pages. I'll count them later, and when I post it for sale, I'll put it up there. I'm glad you love it, Dawn. Thank you. All right, so writing space. I'm just going to kind of flip through real quick because honestly, it's so similar. There's not a lot of differences, but tiny little differences maybe. But like a lot of the papers, I use the same papers. If I had 2 of each. Some I don't have 2 of, so that's when it'll be different. So I'm just going to keep this quick. Lots of writing space. Ledger. Another envelope that's collage, same way. Different card, postcard, but I did do the same stamping on the back. This is different. I found this. This is Louisa Heinzel's, just one of her digitals, and I thought it just went well with the page, so I just put that in there. And I tried to add little stickers at the top when I could, just to give it something. This is a little different. I didn't have this paper. I only had 1 of these left. It was from that same 6x6 booklet that looks similar. That one that I said was kind of a vintage Christmas. If I had all my paper out here, I could tell you what it is, but I don't have all my paper out, so. And then center's the same. It's got 2 same pictures, I believe. deer, I believe, saying this one might have different sayings. Like this one I wrote, in the frosty air of night, 8 tiny reindeer stand fixed in steadfast gaze. I just thought it worked with this. So I did that. Santa one, it's the same thing. It's even got the same little bookmark thing in there. This is different. Tags. Oh, that's the same thing, kind of. Let's see. Ephemera. That's the same. This is slightly different. It's on a different page. I didn't have the same background to put it on. The little snowman tag is in a slightly different page too. I tried to get his little head to stick out because I thought it was cute, but it's not quite. Did on the other one. So that's the end of the first one. Second one, same Santa cutout from the Simple Stories paper. More ledger. I believe this is different. So just a different picture from, this is Library of Congress and one of my paintings. The painting is, I believe, slightly different because I think this is the other 2 images. I had 4 in a row and this is the other 2. So they're slightly different. And gold Christmas tree. Same flip up. It's pretty, I'm pretty sure it's identical. Yeah, I think it is. I'm trying to keep you all on screen. I'm trying to watch as I'm doing it. And this is the same, except this is green instead of red. Writing space in the same cards. Same calendar kind of thing. I did have 2 sets of that paper, or it came with 2 pages each. I don't remember which. And these tags are slightly different. This is like a wood grain tag. Can you see if it shows? Yeah. It's just an embossed, which I thought was kind of cool. So I just stuck it in for journaling or something. Adding pictures to, whatever you want. That's more of that Lumiere paper. And I just did an up tuck with a little card from, I don't know, it was from one of the sets. I can't remember what that's from. And then just some Library of Congress picture. And this is just some homemade paper I'd done a few years ago. I threw it into a little fabric bookmark on that same page that was stenciled with the Christmas trees. The shaker card's a little bit different. Same general idea. And the same girl with the birds, ledger paper. Just for writing. So that's the end of the middle one. And then the last one. Still have the angel with the lace. Same booklet. I think the pages are slightly different inside, but mostly the same. And envelope, cutout thing, and the clock. Same flip up. So like I said, it's very similar, so I'm going fast. And I think this picture is different. I did this one. This was, I don't know, what is that? It might be Graphics Fairy, but I'm not sure. I don't remember where that's from. It could be the Woodland Whites. There's so many that look similar. But I wrote this little saying from the Tim Holtz words. Christmas time has come at last with holly and evergreen. The snowflakes come down, the sparkly Christmas tree. And it's kind of nonsensical, but you know. The same. And this envelope is the same. Let's see. Pictures. There's this little black sentiment. It says a Merry Little Christmas. It was in that photo play, I believe, sticker page I had. And this flip up has a horse barn, and then just, this is green. It doesn't look green on camera, I'm sure. It's a very pale green. And then one of my paintings with digital lines, just for a little writing space hidden under there. Some more of the woodland whites. And same little thing, same flip out. I believe the pictures are all the same. Yep. And the same kind of thing here with the deer and the little tags. And then the last one with the napkin that goes off to the side. All the way open. All right, so that is it for the two journals. Like I said, they're very journal friendly. You could use them as a December daily, or you could even do like more than 1 year in them if you wanted. But I think they're cute. So that is it, guys. So our next thing that we will be doing is a little vintage, well, not vintage, but a little Christmas scene. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it's like a vignette but not. So I found, I'll show you what I'm gonna work with if I can reach it all. So I found this little circle round. Let me zoom back out. Oh, that's as far as it goes. Okay. It's just something from Target in their craft section. It's $5. So I found this, and then I had some Dollar Tree boxes. So just these little wooden boxes. And a lot of times I use these for vignettes, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is, the idea is I'm going to put them on here so that they're basically going to be like this. And then on this side is going to be a scene that's an outdoor scene with reindeer and snowman and just Christmassy scene. And then on this side, inside, I'm going to turn these into like maybe store shops or something, I'm thinking. So I don't have it super planned out. We're just going to kind of wing it. But I'm thinking storefronts, with the card, not cardstock, but I don't know, what's it called? The really heavy cardstock windows that I have by Tim Holtz. Those, let's see if I have them handy. It's a set. Maybe. This is some, but it's not necessarily the ones I'm going to use. But I know there's some in here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But these type of things, these windows. So these will make great storefronts. So I'm not sure, which ones or how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to use them. So that's the idea. And then I'll decorate the inside of the stores with something. And then I've got these deer. I didn't have this planned out, so I'm going to see if I can find stuff. Where are the deer? Do I have them handy? I don't see them. They're here somewhere. I've been working around them all week. And, when I want to find them and I can't, but where are they? Are they in here? Oh, there they are. Okay. So, I had these Tim Holtz deer. Okay, it says trying to reconnect. Okay, these little Tim Holtz deer. I haven't painted them yet, but I have these. I think I'm going to use the bigger ones. So, these two is what I'm thinking. And then I did sand them. That's why it says sanded. I have these little Tim Holtz Santa and a snowman. So I'm going to use those. Like I said, I don't have it super planned out. I'll figure it out as I go. So I'm going to use that. And then I've got some transfers that are essential stencil transfers. Let's see if I can find it. I think, is it this one? Maybe. I think it's in this one. Let me see. I think it's this one. This one has the deer. Is it this one? They're older. I don't think they're still available or anything, but I think it's this one. Let me look. I'll have to open it up unless I've moved it. It's in here. Let me see if this is it. So there were some trees with deer and just some plain trees. I'm trying to see if this is it. I put it back in funny. Yeah, this is it. So it's called Winter Pines and Critters. I've had this for a while. But these trees for backdrops, and then possibly this one with the deer, maybe. Because these are very similar in size to this little guy. So a close enough scale, I think I can get away with it. But what I'm thinking is I will do these on the boxes. So on the box, in the background, there'll be like a winter scene on the one side, and then I'm going to put fake snow and build it up and just create like a winter scene on the one side, and then, like I said, storefronts on the other side. So it's going to take me a little bit, I assume. I don't know. I think it will probably take me several weeks to do it. Depends on how many lives I do, you know, each time. But I think with all that and stuff that I have that I can just kind of make up, I think I can do a cute little vignette. So I said I'll have like a winter scene that kind of goes like this with the two boxes, and then the deer and stuff in front, and the snowman and Santa. And I'll paint these, and I'll paint these little deer. I sanded them already because I tried painting them to see how they painted, and if they're not primed, the paint just kind of rubs off. It doesn't really stay very well. So I did sand them, and I'm going to prime them with probably just a spray primer. I don't know. But I'm going to prime them because I think the paint will stick better. And then these are, the texture is a little bit different on these. I don't know if they changed up how they were making them. Boy, they're hard to get out of there. They should just pop out. But I don't know if you can see what I mean. But these, they're duller and they're not shiny. Whereas these are very shiny and more plasticky feeling than these are. So I think they must have changed it slightly. I feel like these will probably take paint better than these are. But I'll make it work, whatever I do. Put you back where you go. But anyway, that's the plan. So that's what I'll be doing next. So if y'all want to see me do a little Christmassy scene vignette, join me. I'll do it like the same thing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we'll do that. So that'll be my next project. And let me just throw these back out here. So we have something on our table. Alright, so thank you so much for watching my lives. I appreciate it. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you haven't as well. And I will see you guys next time. Dawn, I will get your journal in the mail shortly. And y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. What is today? It's Monday, right? Yeah, I think so. So I will probably, I should be able to, I don't know if Wednesday's pushing it. I'll have to let y'all know. If I can get set up enough for the vignette to have something to show you on Wednesday, then I'll be back on Wednesday. If not, it'll be Friday. But we'll see if I can figure it all out. So y'all take care, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.